1990 was one of the most active years for proactive selling in the history of the Los Angeles region. March gave us a fairly early start in the year when we participated in the annual Stockwell Binney Product Fair held at the Maruco Hotel in San Bernardino, California. The event was good exposure for us as it attracted many people from as far away as Hemet, the affluent Palm Springs area, as well as a variety of other towns within a 75-mile radius. Stockwell's prime clientele is the stationery product and office machine customer. Stockwell Binney also has a direct sales force that calls on local businesses. With this in mind, we are very fortunate to have good placement on fax, word processors, typewriters, and dictation equipment in an account that is actively seeking new markets for our products. In March and October, we participated in 2 events at Dearden's, which revolved around direct mail. As a result, our business has doubled from $1 million a year to $2 million in video product sales, with over 1,000 camcorders sold for the events alone. In addition, some Techniques products were brought in for the event as an experiment. As a result, Techniques is now a mainstay of the Dearden's product lineup. Dearden's sells furniture and electronics primarily to the Hispanic community of the Los Angeles area and has 4 locations. At our annual April dealer show, history will record that the LA region played the game of show and sell, and we won. The new LA region, which now includes Arizona and New Mexico, not only worked hard, but also worked smarter. Working smarter included designing and building an interactive home office display that self-guided visitors through its entire length. Just by walking through the door, visitors would trigger a videotape that introduced the product lineup. Then, in order to leave, the visitors would have to pass by every single product in the exhibit. Plus, they were exposed to a mini smart house that was custom designed and built in-house by our telephone product sales engineer. A specially prepared videotape demonstrated the pitfalls of commuting to work versus the advantages of working at home. The show was successful because of effective demonstrations in all categories, good attendance, and good sales. Also in April, the Mobile Electronics Department took to the streets of the annual Long Beach Grand Prix with an aggressive promotion that made for a great weekend at the races. Our entry was designed and driven by veteran race car driver Don Swanson. The Panasonic Car Audio RX-7 proved to be the star of the show. It was voted #1 in design by the race committee the first day of the race. Unfortunately, the engine seized on the second day of the race, and after an all-night rebuild, the car finished 6th on the 3rd day. All this time, representatives of Beach Auto Sound and Panasonic were hard at work at the Motorsports Expo held on course at the Long Beach Arena. During the 3-day period, more than 100,000 fans toured the exhibits, one of which included the full line of Panasonic audio products, and highlighted the Panasonic IndyCar. The race was telecast a week later on ESPN. The event was great exposure, helped products sell through at Beach Auto Sound, and created leads for our Southern California dealer base. In May, one of our car audio reps organized a May Madness event among 3 independent dealers spread over 150 miles of Central California coastline. The combined efforts of the 3 dealers succeeded in saturating 2 FM radio stations, a cable TV channel, and various local newspapers with Panasonic car audio advertising. Incentives for the customers included personalized service, special pricing, and a free 20-disc carrying case with the purchase of every car CD player. The case was made by Case Logic, and the logo on it was designed in-house by Dan Martin, video sales rep for the San Diego territory. The event kick-started sales of CD units in an area where there were virtually none, and doubled sales over the previous year. CD sales did more in 1 month than in all of the previous year. Liberal use of advertising and store banners did well to expose our name and our products to an affluent area. The annual Food and Wine Tasting Expo, held in June, better known as A Taste of Orange County, was great exposure for Panasonic in one of the most affluent areas in the country. A Taste of Orange County is a charity event with two main goals. One is to raise food money for the homeless through sales of tickets at the main gate and samples of food sold inside the expo. The other is to expose Orange County residents to samples of various restaurant foods, upscale products, and services. Although there was a wide variety of sponsors at the expo, Panasonic was the official electronics sponsor and the only consumer electronics exhibitor. We invited a local family dealer, Main Street Electronics, to co-sponsor the booth and help run the Panasonic Main Street Electronics basketball shoot-off. This is where kids 16 and under could play one-on-one basketball with famous NBA stars such as AC Green of the world champion LA Lakers, along with Danny Manning and Ken Norman of the LA Clippers. And the shoot-off was refereed by Raiderette Cindy Sullivan. Each game was videotaped on specially marked cassettes of Panasonic videotape and then given to each of the child players, showing that it's never too early to start presenting Panasonic videotape. Also on hand were the Panasonic race cars, where visitors could actually sit in the cars and be photographed. Over 200,000 hungry consumers visited the event. Our booth was impossible to miss, as it was the first thing seen once inside the gate. Once inside the booth, visitors were exposed to the latest in Panasonic audio, video, and appliance products. The event enabled Main Street Electronics to refer a lot of plus business back to the store, and Panasonic was able to refer a lot of quality leads to its Orange County dealer base. Summertime turns a man's fancies to softball, and thus was born the Panasonic Central Electric Softball Series. Central won the first game 15-14, while Panasonic won the second 10-9. The deciding game will be played at the end of the 1991 spring training session. The games helped to enhance an already good working relationship with Central, a relationship that would prove very beneficial at the third annual Panasonic Expo at Central Electric. Participating in the August Dow Stereo grand opening event with the aid of radio, TV, and newspaper advertising resulted in 10 additional audio SKUs being placed and $250,000 worth of plus business from the event alone. Meanwhile, across the street, Jack's tent sale was going on in full force as a prelude to selling strictly car stereo. The tent served as a backdrop for clearing old merchandise while offering good deals on current product. Panasonic reps were on hand to help sell the product. As a result of the tent sale, they were able to make an opening order of $50,000 worth of car stereo product. Jack's and Dow each have 7 store locations serving the San Diego market. In November, a special 3-day event was held at Union Premiums in Las Vegas, Nevada, a store where Panasonic has been since it opened 15 years ago. In 1990, they did almost $2 million in all combined categories of Panasonic and Techniques, and $200,000 in the event alone. Union Premiums is an independent account that also sells white goods and photo products. In the same month, we participated in the annual Cousins Tent Sale, where it is seen by many as a great setting in which to move old product while creating the urgency for buying current merchandise. This approach was especially successful for our audio product line, as all discontinued product was sold and 5 new SKUs were added as a result of the tent sale. Cousins Warehouse is a single-location independent AV, photo, and appliance dealer offering a large selection and low prices to the San Diego market. Although we are always on the lookout for new exposure and sell-through opportunities, we never take our existing dealer base for granted. The 3rd annual Panasonic Central Electric Expo was certainly no exception. At this single store location, catering primarily to LA's Hispanic community, we stuck to the basic tried and true. The windows were dressed with Panasonic Techniques signage, Spanish language TV and newspaper ads were useful, Raiderettes were on hand to keep the people smiling, and as a result, over $2 million worth of Panasonic Techniques products were sold during the expo. Reluctantly, as an experiment, Central agreed to try 100 VHS compact camcorders, a category that they thought would never sell. As a result of Compact's quick sale in the Expo, Compact is now a welcome addition to Central's product mix and continues to be successful today. In another experiment with our audio division, portable CD and Technics component products were added to their basic product lineup for the Expo. Those additions remain today, making Central a dealer of all audio categories. Also held in November was the Adres Sidewalk Sale, which is basically an outdoor vendor fair. This is an opportunity to clear out old product and sell the new. And speaking of selling the new, 10 new audio SKUs were placed especially for the event, which are now a successful part of Adres' lineup. For better exposure, we demoed new CD products and showed the Panasonic race car. Our image was further enhanced in the eyes of the dealer due to the fact that Sony and Pioneer did not have the courtesy to attend the event. Adres of Orange is a single-location independent dealer known for its knowledgeable salespeople, large selection of audio, video, photo, and appliance products at low prices in the Orange County market. In December, we participated in the grand opening of the new May Company department store in Downey, California, located about 10 miles southeast of downtown Los Angeles. The city is also known as the home of the Space Shuttle. The appearance of former Dodger Steve Garvey and Vanna White from the Wheel of Fortune helped to attract a lot of people. This resulted in good product sell-through from B-Back customers, along with good exposure. Panasonic reps were on hand to help ensure that the proper buying decisions were made.
And this is Steve Crucian on KABC Talk Radio, AM 790. It is coming up on 7:21 on this beautiful Sunday evening, and I want to welcome my guests from Panasonic. We have with us Mike Ginther and Perry Goldstein.
Another great opportunity for exposure came to us in December when our home office specialist and a video rep were invited to be guests on The Gadget Man, a radio show hosted by Steve Crucian on KABC Radio in Los Angeles. With an estimated audience of 250,000, our reps discussed different Panasonic products as gift ideas. And for call-in listeners, they answered technical and feature-oriented questions over the air. All available lines were lit up at all times for the entire one-hour show. For the past 6 years, Panasonic has enjoyed a warm relationship with BIOS, Albuquerque's largest consumer electronics outlet. Located on the busiest intersection in Albuquerque, its signage is visible from a mile away. Frequent visits by the reps, 3 proactive events a year, and liberal use of our in-store display material has given Panasonic over $2 million in annual business in all categories, with a strong potential for more. Not all of our channels of distribution are retailers and/or distributors. We are fortunate to have a captured audience consisting of thousands of potentially new and no doubt affluent customers of Panasonic products every time selected models of Fleetwood motorhomes or travel trailers are purchased. Fleetwood Motorhomes, North America's largest manufacturer of motorhomes, currently buys 3 SKUs of TV and 1 VCR SKU at the rate of 25,000 units annually, resulting in $5 million of sales for Panasonic. In order to function properly in a motorhome, some of our products are custom designed and built to meet Fleetwood's rigorous specs. This requires close cooperation with Fleetwood, sales, headquarters, and the factories. This cooperation, along with good stock availability, has made the Fleetwood-Panasonic relationship pleasant and fruitful for all. Efforts are now underway to place microwave, cellular, and car audio products into the motorhomes. This could mean doubling or perhaps tripling our annual sales, and an exposure opportunity that could mean additional retail sales of home entertainment products. The LA region will continue to take every opportunity to expose our products, increase our dealer sell-through, and increase our sales through dealer loyalty. Now stay in your seats and don't touch that dial, because in just 12 short months, you'll see the results of that groundwork in our next report. Thank you for joining us today. Oh, hi. Hey, I was only kidding about staying in your seats for 12 months. You can stand up and take stretch breaks, but only with permission.